Good morning. On behalf on myself, Salvo Micciché, and Giovanni di Stefano, I would like to present the summary of our ongoing study on the subject figured buckles of Byzantine Sicily. Some example from Cava di Spica and Chiaramonte Gulfi. I will only outline briefly as the study has just begun, and we reserve the right to add further elements later. Let's start with the presentation. Buckles fibulae by Paolo Orsi, archaeological studies of ancient Sicily, and in particular on Sicily in the Byzantine age. Have had the good fortune to include a Greek scholar, Paolo Orsi, in Syracuse. This archaeologist dedicated in 1912 a study on belt clasps with spendingly figured tables of Rosario Carta, which we present here synthetically. Buckles from Camarina. Currently, the rich repertoire of Sicilian buckles of the Byzantine age is divided between the Archaeological Museum of Sicily. A rich and precious collection is on display at the Museum of Syracuse. Here we'll present the specimen of the Museum of Camarina from seizures recently republished in the 7th National Congress of Medieval Archaeology, Lecture 9-12 September 2015. Manganaro. Other specimens of buckles are present in private collections. Jacopo Manganaro referred to this in 2002 in proceedings of the First International Congress of Archaeology of Byzantine Sicily. Maurici buckles. Ferdinando Maurici proposed in 2002 in the same series of the International Congress of Archaeology of Byzantine Sicily, a census and a classifications of Byzantine buckles found in Sicily. Already the contribution of Isabella Baldini Lippolis in 1999 has determined better knowledge of this object, especially for the distinction between belt buckles and shoe buckles, making significant clarification on the chronologies. The fashion of the Byzantine world had also taken on buckles as a rank insignia, but the use in the Byzantine world of buckles to retain brachae, forbidden in the Theodosian Codex 1410-2-3, or for other practical functions, is certainly more common. The two buckles together in Sicily, for this presentation, we wanted to privilege some iconographic aspect of two well-known Sicilian specimens coming from Cava di Spica and Chiaramonte Gulfi. These iconographies are significant for aspects of popular religiosity. We offer a short catalog here. Fibula from Cava di Spica, the first from Orsi, Paolo Orsi. The first buckle comes from Cava di Spica and was published by Paolo Orsi. The buckle has been dated to the 6th century AD. This is a Bologna type buckle with oval plate figured in a U shape in which the two eyelets of the ring are stored. On the shield with a strip along the edge is obtained in relief the figure of a crunching lion with a raised tail facing left, very stylized, with the head in front view. Buckles with lion from Manganaro Maurici. This buckle can be compared with some specimen of buckles from Salemi, Syracuse, and other reported by Manganaro in private collection. The lion at rest, a royal symbol, certainly has a strong apotropic value and protection of the individual who wore the buckle. Buckle from Chiaramonte Gulfi, in particular from Di Vita. The second buckle we will present comes from the Christian cemetery of San Nicola Giglia in Chiaramonte Gulfi. The buckle was found in excavations of a local scholar and published by Paolo Orsi and Antonio. It's a buckle of the Bologna type with an oval-shaped plate with a zipper and brackets. 3 bullets were to ensure the retention of the leather correggia. The shield within a space circumscribed by a series of points between 2 lozenges is engraved a male figure, japped, perhaps with a halo. Also with the scores are engraved the letters interpreted by Rita as cure mnesteti. According to Manganaro, however, one would simply read the Cuvie Amen. In the fibula, another inscription, probably those we seeing in this image, age ae tol boeti toi foronti, according to Manganaro. Bacchus is dated to the 5th century AD. In this case, protectionist invocation toward the individual who wore it would be recognizable. These buckles testify to a magical religiosity in Sicily during the Byzantine era. More come further. We apologize for poor quality of images at the moment. Obviously, for the work of the conference, we will present a more in-depth text with quality images. Thanks for listening.